Hey yo, I just got here because you guys control the camera. I just pull it out, man. Because supposedly I got control in it. Well, still some 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. Been working. I was gonna change stuff. You know, we all doing stuff. We all doing stuff. I got control on the camera and everything. Allegedly. Some stuff are manipulated by other stuff. Whatever. Just want to make sure we're recording because I'm going to be here for a short period of time. Oh, I am telling you. I am telling you whether these works or not. Let me check that. Whether these works or not. Whether these works or not. Yes. Yes, bruh. Whether these works or not. Yes. Yes, bruh. Shush. Shush. You heard it. Shush. Shush. Alright. You heard it. You heard Great. Crazy, crazy. Bro, what the fuck? Crazy, crazy. Honestly, bro, if I'm gonna get some stuff done, I'm not gonna be one of those bros that they're like, yeah, let me check it out, yeah. Nothing wrong with that, but just trying to do my best. If I'm gonna get some stuff done, I'm not gonna be one of those bros. Yeah, let me check it out. Nothing wrong with that, but just trying to do my best. Alright, let's close this stuff. I'm the only one here. Yeah, I'm not trying to make your life prettier. Things are fucked up in somehow, okay? So I'm telling you straight up. Let me shut this stuff. Whatever. Things are fucked up in somehow, okay? So I'm telling you. And sometimes it's like, look, in the last video, my I had a YouTube channel. It was shut down. Not just one. This stuff is not fucking shushing. Shush. Alright. Look, we're all good to go. I had these for 4 days. No, 2 days ago. I uploaded the the preview of this live. Okay? So yesterday, no, 3 days ago, I had a notification from YouTube because my speaking skills. Who the fuck cares, man? And then not just YouTube. They they removed my channel. I'm not monetizing. It doesn't hurt me. I don't give a damn. Okay? So I had one channel active with subscriptors. And then not just that. I'm gonna tell you. I had 12 more. 12 more channels. Okay. But YouTube sometimes does not like what I'm talking about. So it's just crap. Okay? So I had to redo everything again, get my team on board, and just resettle everything. I honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't monetize from this stuff. I don't monetize from Twitch, from Discord. I don't monetize from X. I don't monetize from fucking Facebook. I don't monetize from YouTube. Especially YouTube. Because it's turning crap. A lot of banning stuff. But anything. Besides that, the alternative way is just Rumble. It's the best platform. I'm seeing it just to stream it live. But you know what? Rumble, when I uploaded a video to the preview with Trump and Xi Jinping, and these previews, it said, your stream has been outdated. Like, bro, come on, man. You guys are complaining about this stuff, man. Now you're starting to doing the stuff, bro. Get your out of here, bro. I mean, you have to build channels. I will do it. Okay. So I'm a software engineer. I have no problem for that. It's free. However, so things are fucked in somehow. Okay. But the fucked up way is that fucked up thing is for a good in the country. We've been having all these dragging down stuff that I'm just gonna guarantee you this. The gas prices are up. Yes, we understand. Our president is just trying to balance in strategic ways to get the finances in somehow leveled up. It's like when you go to a carnival and you see the toilet at that carnival all like sprayed out of crap. Yes, I know. I know you've been to those type of carnivals where you see all that sprayed up and you don't like it, right? Yeah, that's how it is. So he inherited the bad deficit, the baddest deficit ever in the economy from administrations that they were blue collar. Okay, just not mention certain parties, right? Because that's how it is. So then, USAID, like we said before, they've been posting stuff like Doge coin, whatever you want to call it, Doge, okay, by Elon. I know you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to talk in code. I don't give a shit. But that's how it happened. They exposed everything. So recently, with the older administration that we had from our president to expose what happened with the JFK files, they just been removed. I'm just gonna make short story long. Okay, we had our Tulsi Gabbard. She's been condecorated. She's been in the military. She's been serving to the country. Bro, she's the boss in somehow. But since Trump took off the country to leave America, the busy Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, yeah, the communist president or dictator, whatever you want to consider it of, the person important in China to have a treaty deal or something. Because then it's not gonna be say, "Hi, I'm here." Yeah, okay, yeah, let's have dinner. No, they're gonna do things that normies they don't bother themselves to pay attention of. Okay, so the CIA enter Tulsi Gabbard's office where she had all the files from JFK, and not just that, the MK Ultra. Okay, I'm just gonna briefly explain the JFK files. isn't explained. How the president then in the 60s was just pew pew from different angles isn't explained. But there's reports, okay? There's investigations. I don't understand why people just talk about the JFKs until the modern years. We don't talk about some other important things that we had to pay attention on. How? The only person in charge to speak about is our president, Donald Trump. He's the best man that ever could have disclosed his stuff. And not just there, they don't let him work. It's been happening since 2016. Since 2016. Remember? Then the pandemic hit. The Russia hoax. That is crazy, man. Anyway, so we now have Tulsi Gabbard with these files. And the MK Ultra is a program that indoctrinates and tell you how to manipulate the mass, which is us, okay? The backbone, workforce, labor. I mean, how can I explain it? It's just like us, okay? That we work our ASS off, to produce, to do for our families and provide, blah, blah, blah. So they have programs. They had a program which became Ultra. And the AMK Ultra was not like, as far as I understood, they had like 100% of the files. Tulsi Gabbard, her, she had 15% of those files to release by an executive order that our president signed. He signed the executive order, release it all, make the public to understand this. What happened? CIA, as soon as Trump left the country, went to China, CIA got into Tulsi Gabbard's office, took all, confiscated everything from her office. She got confiscated from those files, and their history. As far as he's in the public. So, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I ain't making this up. We gotta dive a little bit into that. Because he's just like crap, bro. It is crap. For real, man. She got raped by the CIA. This is crazy. I don't understand, but I have some sources that they just like they're pondering. They say like this is what their conclusion is. Like, okay, yes, I'm gonna sign an executive order to launch these disclosure. This is how roughly they describe it as of. But as soon as you or everybody is about to release these files, oh, magically something happened. Magically something happened. What the? Ain't no make sense, man. And this is crazy. This is insane. I don't understand. I cannot believe it, man. We're gonna go through this, man. I know. This has been passed 3, 4, 5 days ago, but it's very important, and I'm gonna remind the people here because these lives, it's just these lives. Okay, I have my channel. YouTube drop it, they remove it, and they not remove just they removed over 12. Yeah, I had like 13 channels, but I'm still in the appealing. However, yeah, I know I ain't gonna get him back. Whatever. So I'm here with the only one I had, like as they showed. But I'm gonna try to get my channels back. So this is insane. And you must pay attention because this MK Ultra allegedly, okay? I'm not making this up. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I do not understand everything that is happening. I'm not a psychic or teleporting bullshit. Okay, so this is just a you know synthesis, hypothesis, or whatever you want to consider it as. The MK Ultra is a program that manipulates the mass. Okay, like those in France, they provide some stuff that they put into the dough, and the bread was sold, and everybody was deluded under that dough because it was been something put on the dough. This is the story, okay? I know you may understand it very deeply in detail, but that's how the bread was sold in the friends town and the old times. That's the NK Ultra, bro. And that could be with pandemics. Ah, fuck. I don't know if I should say this, but that could be with some viruses or common flus. Bro. Okay. You know what's going on with the Hunter virus? That's the NK Ultra, bro. Okay? I'm not making this up. It's in the public. It's an hypothesis. I do not know anything. Okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm here and I'm gonna demonstrate you what Fox News says, bro. Ain't no making this up. For no stupid reason, our president went to China and visited the Chinese Xi Jinping. Okay? And there's something going on in Taiwan. And I'm going to explain a little bit further after this video. Taiwan is an island. It used to be in the old times a part of China. Okay? Not because I just saw it online, because I knew if something's not made in China, something is made in Taiwan. Come on, man. My Grinches that I had in my garage, some of them they say made in Taiwan. They don't even last 3 times of use. But anything made in America is still like running like a champ. This is why it's just cheap labor is gonna be cheap marketing. They just sell you an idea, man. Come on. So the alloys of the metals or the products or whatever ain't not good. Taiwan produces chips that they have contracts with Nvidia. And right now we're in the rat race of AI. Just think about it. Don't have any conclusion. I'm just telling you, I work doing that. Okay? But you guys, I just told you something that is very deep and key. That's a deep key. So I'm gonna share it in my screen, man. We're gonna dive a little bit in internet, man, because I ain't not making this up, bro. This is insane. It's fucking insane. Ain't no time for hoes, okay? Because my phone is like, can I see you? No, ain't not gonna see you. I'm getting old, okay? I have things to do. Later we can figure it out. But right now I'm here. If not, you get gone, okay? That's how it is. There's no fucking distractions everywhere. So, if you're not on X, you have no relation to the world. You have no paradigm, horizon, vision from the world. X and truth social. Okay? If it's not through social, not because of Trump, but of course, Trump is in power. Of course. Truth and X. If you're not in those platforms, you're cooked of what reality is going on. Alright? Bruh. Get your ass out of here. Ain't no Facebook with the TikTok, my balls and the book of crap. Ain't not that helping you. You're not fucking distractions. You don't understand. Even though if you consider politics or whatever is going on as distractions, that's a big distraction. Of course. You're getting informed. Inform yourself. Because every single time the president speaks, man, the goal goes up. This man is fixing. Bro, I'd rather have a businessman as a president with a bureaucrat person who been prodding with the herd. And I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'd rather have a businessman as a president, as a leader of the biggest country in the entire world, other than just having a bureaucrat who get to random knows where did he learn about finances off from, what kind of literacy of finances he had, who's been surrounded with, what has what are what the addiction of that person of, like, does he have any, does he she have any, does he have a pronoun? I mean, come on, look what's going on in California. These girls in California, she goes to Cuba, she gets a school from the communism there, she comes back to California, one of the most expensive in the, you know, come on, California has been on fire last few years. It used to be a beautiful city. Everybody go and gather there. The wealthy people go there and just invest in there to get this stuff. You get the properties, multi-million properties, worth in real estate. They're wealthy, super expensive properties. Even the most famous people there. But who cares at this point? You know, we're trying to understand that, we have our vice president JD Vance and his entire team just trying to see all these auspices that have been going on. Thanks to Nick. Shout out to him. You know, Nick find out. He pull out the root of this fraud going on. It's just it's like when you go there, you have to have a certain mindset. It has to be deeply strong. You cannot be into like splitting your brain in multiple parts. You have to, but the stronger minds that will just understand the situations and they will digest it and they will control it. So it is very crucial that just think about this, man. We have a president who's like close to be 80-year old. He's 80, 79. He's gonna be 80. He's gonna be turning 80 soon. And he's running like a champ. I mean, he's working like not even as I work. I mean, I work 16 hours a day. I do work 16 hours a day. I sleep 4, 5, maybe 6. But you make your count. You just get a few times just to travel and commute and stuff, and you just get your coffee, sip up, and go. It's just like, man, this president is just working so bad. Like when you see him in cameras, people start criticizing, they jabbing him out. Oh, he's getting rotten. Stupid. That's so stupid. You're acting like it's stupid. You don't. You should not. Internet saves everything, dude. You should watch what you do, because internet is just turning to be your next resume for life. Believe me, I had these meetings. Me. I had these meetings. The internet from 2025 is gonna turn to be your next resume for life. Believe me, I know. So, here we are. I think I already shared my screen. All right.
Just in, John.
It
The
is.
CIA just raided Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process
I
of
ain't making these
declassifying.
up.
Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
Reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA overrule the president?
All right. So the person here, let me see where, bruh. The person with the glasses is a former CIA agent. Okay. So this person is gonna tell you every single detail that they have, whether they have control or not. Okay. What CIA does perform, or what's their duties? Who is the president? Is he below or above the CIA? Like, come on. That's a Central Intelligence Agency, man. Come on. They must know. They must know better, man. Ain't not make this up, bro. Come on. Just understand that these things are very crucial. But if you are sitting your laptop or your Roku or your whatever with your hoe, yeah, baby, we're gonna get this stuff. We're gonna finally have that stuff. Hey, bro, no. Let me tell you, no one, no politician is gonna be your friend. Okay, it's not gonna save you. She's not gonna save you from what you have in your life currently. Okay, your duty as a citizen, resident, immigrant, or not, or alien, or whatever, is to support who has been chosen by the people. Okay, from the Constitution. That person who has been chosen, you have to support it. You don't have to if you don't want to. That's your free will, whatever. But the incidents that occur at closed doors, that will remark the difference out of your wallet. I lived it, you know. I'm not inventing this. Come on. Diplomacy is very silent and revolutions are louder. Never forget that. So this is how it is, man. The MK Ultra, I heard it in unsealed files from History Channel. Yeah, that's a program.
Just in, John. The CIA just raided Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying. Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
The reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA overrule the president? Just in, John. The CIA just raided Tulsi Gabbard's office.
That is insane. Let me see this stuff, because he's just kind of repeatedly going over and over. I never got it. Crap. Bruh. Says here. Let's see. Say spy Tulsi Gabbard staff investigating the spy world abuses as new congressional leader alleges Gabbard leads to intel community. In practice, spies constantly monitor her staff oversight activities or issues like the COVID lab leak in Havana. Get your ass out of here, Bray. This guy with a hopefully this is not AI, yo. I mean, yeah. Department, bruh. I don't know about that. New Russia Gate, bruh. Let's see.
Donald Trump
Just
brainwash the electorate and undermine the legitimacy of Fox News alert the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, releasing a bombshell report today that shows a conspiracy by a sitting president, Barack Obama, and his intel agencies to sabotage the president-elect, Donald Trump. Brainwash the electorate and undermine the legitimacy of an election.
There is irrefutable evidence that detail how President Obama and his national security team directed the creation of an intelligence community assessment that they knew was false. They knew it would promote this contrived narrative that Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help President Trump win, selling it to the American people as though it were true. It wasn't.
Gabbard got her hands on a House intel report that's been locked away in a CIA vault for almost a decade. Investigators spent over 2,000 hours looking into how the Russia hoax was born, interviewing.
We all know how the Russia hoax was born. Somebody in charge told their team, make something up. Throw the stones and hide a hand. That's it. That's how it happened. It's very easy to create BS. All right, let's see this stuff. It doesn't repeat.
Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying. Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
The reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA overrule the president? No.
This
CIA
is
just raided.
Stuff, bro. Come on. See over here. Forwarded. What is important to me is what he's saying with the CIA, the former CIA agent. We all see it here. Let's see.
Of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA?
Okay, hold on. All right. See what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, elections, man. Come on. On Tulsi Gabbard. I should have put that. Yo. No. If I go on YouTube gonna say, we detected some more systems functions in your screen. Bro, this is so super. That platform is becoming too communism. If you don't talk about stupidity, childish stuff, it's fun. You know, FUN. Fuck up nobody. So to me, that stands for like the fun. Nothing is fun. Think the pyramids were fun to build? The ships that they are in overseas? Get your ass out of here, bro. I'm just like afraid to play this up because by the 40 whatever minutes, we're not gonna see what the CIA guy said. That's what I'm trying to do. Get the CIA guy from Tulsi Gabbard stuff. Yo, hold on. God damn, bro. Fox News. Gotta go. Hopefully, they got an entire interview. Bruh. All right. Let's see. Sarah Cassidy defeated Trump endorsing let low advance. Bruh. Get your out of here, bruh. Why am I want to look at these people? Where's Tulsi Gabbard stuff? I want to look at that stuff. Yeah, this is what I said earlier. Americans are being taken advantage of. Bro, you gotta listen to this.
$100 billion or $1 trillion, that's a lot of money. But it's also, there are these programs that people in my family that I have benefited
Spices.
from that are meant to provide food to low income kids, are meant to ensure that if you can't afford a doctor, you can still have access to medical care.
Bro, there's people that they really, in their souls, they need it. It is why I get paid taxes. I keep paying taxes because they truly need it. But some other people just like take advantage of that stuff. Come on.
Those programs are going to be destroyed by the fraudsters. So we're trying to protect American taxpayers. We're also trying to ensure that these critical programs are there
Just
for the
based by
American people.
Sinner.
I think we're going to save a lot of money, but also do a lot of good. And I always try to remind people of this, Kaylee. There really are two costs and two victims. One is taxpayers getting fleeced, whether it's $100 billion or $1 trillion.
So yeah, president met up with Xi Jinping, president of China, the dictator, or whatever you want to consider yourself. But look, I love China, man. It's a really good place, man. Ain't no. I like the country. I like the food. I love Chinese food. I like Chinese senoritas. But this is they're disputing the things going on in Taiwan. Bro, I had this window open with an interview with this guy. I don't understand what the heck happened. 40 seconds, you see? Bull. 40 seconds. Let's see, 40 seconds. Get your out of here. 2 minutes.
Of boxes,
That's a good one.
files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying. Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
Reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA overrule the president?
No, the CIA cannot overrule the president. The CIA cannot even overrule the director of national intelligence. In 1975, the Church Committee, which became the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, specifically ordered DCI William Colby to release all of the MK Ultra files. He famously went back to CIA headquarters and ordered that all of the files be destroyed. 85% of them were destroyed. He was held in contempt of Congress, and then CIA employees lined the halls and contributed cash to pay for the fine that he was ordered to pay. We only know what we know about MK Ultra because of the 15% of the files that weren't destroyed. These are among those 15% of the files. They are mandated to be declassified. The American people have a right to know what is in these files, and the CIA can't raid offices, least of all the offices of the Director of National Intelligence. It's just, real life isn't supposed to work this way. This is crazy.
This is something out of a movie, but the CIA was experimenting with LSD on willing and unwilling participants during the Cold War for intelligence operations and to exploit people, and it didn't go well a lot of the time.
No.
And they threw it all in a wastebasket, right? Like, it never really worked. Is that why they don't want anybody to know about it?
I think they don't want people to know any more than what we know about, for example, dosing innocent citizens of San Francisco, California, or a small village in France and putting LSD in the yeast at the only bakery in the village just to see if everybody in the village would go nuts, which they did, of course, or coming up with a program in San Francisco to hire prostitutes to dose Johns and see if they would cough up their innermost secrets. Ridiculous.
That is insane, yo. Can you imagine having all that in your town, your local city? Bruh, I won't even. Bruh. Fortunately, just imagine this is happening with the new pandemics. Because if something sprouts somewhere or just exposed by the mainstream media, bro, nobody believes what the mainstream media is telling. You just watch it because they have the coffee mug, cereal, or they got their tacos or whatever. They just watch it because it's entertaining. Like, then that's the prime purpose. Entertain you, distract you. Like, bro, am I really watching these facts talking about other people? Have they been in the movie or whatever show? And now they're arguing with these 304 sitting plastering their asses in these chairs. Am I just like, what's the production on that? He's gonna tell you what they want you to hear. It ain't not fucking productive. Cause you're not gonna get inherited. You threw your 401k and your hedge fund, the pension. Good luck. So that does not exist anymore. You will not. You gotta find different ways. And isn't it too coincidental that you got these pandemics going on? The boosters, all the crap that's going on. Bro, get your ass out of here. Get out of your bubble world. You gotta figure out something to do. Ain't nothing Bruh, you're cooked. You're depending on your 401k, your benefits. Get your ass. Just plug long, your garden hose up your ass and open it all with hot water. Then you're gonna wake up. What to do? Ain't no fucking way you're gonna get that stuff, bruh. You need to figure things out.
Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes, files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying. Today's whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna confirmed it moments ago.
Reason why this is troubling.
Gotta see what I'm talking about. Listen to this shit, man. Yeah. All right.
Because we are at a point
Let's
where we're
talk
probably
to
1 to 2 nanometers
Darka.
away from being able to do what we need Taiwan to strategically do for us. And so as
Hold on.
we're 18 months from Taiwan not being an important moment of conversation the way it is today. Why 18 months? Because we are at a point where we're probably 1 to 2 nanometers away from being able to do what we need Taiwan to strategically do for us. And so as we scale up our chip fabs, as we get more capacity, and interestingly, there are these orthogonal technologies being developed. I don't know if you guys saw, but Neuralink was showcasing now a machine that is literally operating at the almost nanometer scale to do the brain operations for the implantation all automatically. When you have the dexterity and the capability mechanically to make these things, the real reason then is a very different one than what it is today. Today, it's economic. And if you take that off the table, I think we'll have a very different attitude to Taiwan. We're 18 months from Taiwan not being an important moment of conversation.
Why Elon Musk went to China with Trump? Duh. We already saw that. Hold on. Let's listen to real boys.
Last night we talked the whole night about that issue. I think I know more about Taiwan right now than I know about almost any country.
You think it dominated the talk?
It's always been his most important thing from the day I knew him years ago. I've known him now 11 years, 12 years. It's always been the biggest thing for him, Taiwan. Now, with me, I don't think they'll do anything when I'm here. When I'm not here, I think they might, to be honest with you.
So
I'm not sure that they do anything if it remained as is. But they have somebody there now that wants to go independent. Well, it's a risky thing when you go independent. You know, they're going independent because they want to get into a war and they figure they have the United States behind them. I'd like to see it stay the way it is. And I'll tell you something. I'll make a little news. I'd like to see everybody making chips over in Taiwan come into America because, to be honest with you, I think it's the greatest thing you can do because it's a heated situation. There's no question about it. And as you know, we have massive amounts of chip companies now from Taiwan already coming in. We expect to have 40 to 50% of the world chip business by the end of my term. And I think it should be even more than that. I think all of those chip companies, if they're smart, they're going to start heading to Arizona and the places where they're building. That's going to solve your problem.
Bruh. If he... He's so smart, bro. If these Taiwanese, they want to have the island, fine, keep your stupid island, China. I'm going to bring the entire brains to my country, to Arizona. Bruh. Yo. All right, cool. The show is over. All right. Look, it's how it is, man. It's a contingency. There's a contingency ongoing. Nobody's just paying attention about. I am one of the few people in the world that is paying attention about this. If you're not paying attention about this, it's done. It's about power, information, and intelligence over currency and demographics. I hope you understand me. So he's not, he's always been. But these with AI, bro, it's gonna be automated. At the point that this AI is gonna scan your butthole. Believe me or not, is AI is gonna scan your booty hole. I'm not making this up. Okay? If you don't believe me, just save this video. Scroll away from all other videos around where you're gonna see kitties with sunshines and rainbows and all that stupidity. You're about to be, your name is gonna be engraved in stone for the rest of your entire lives. You don't believe me or not? Most of the people, they need to check they need a reality check to understand this. Okay? If you're not okay with this, fine, cool. I tried to make long story short, but if you don't believe me, you're cooked. Okay? You're gonna be paying attention about everything. Come on. I ain't making this up, bro. I truly wanted to make things to. I know they compared the Obama's arrival to China and Trump's arrival to China. Bro, Trump's arrival to China was just legend, man. It's like the No Kings protesters would be mad. However, this video is up here for entertainment purposes only. Just take care of yourself. I'm signing off because clearly it's getting sunlight. All right. Maybe like 6 a.m. in the morning. I have to go. All right. Peace out.